Here we have our pod of 3. Remember, ideally, we want our cleaners hitting the tackler at the same time that the tackler hits the ball carrier. And so if we carry on, ball carrier, good low position. And this is what often happens when the ball carrier goes in low, is that the two players have to drop down as well. And this is where we want to target those hips. Look how open those hips are on both sides. And we want both those cleaners, ideally hitting them right now, in here and driving them through, ideally separating them from the ball carrier. We carry on. 2, brilliant. He's got an underneath him. He's driving him on that 45-degree angle. Through. 7, bit late. He needs to be hitting in here, getting right in deep and pushing through. So if we carry on, we see 2 has done a brilliant job. He's pushed that player right over. 7, slightly behind. But if we just look, great leg drive, pushes him through. Nice clean ball to play. So if we look at that again all the way through, boom, hits it up, quick drive, pushes through, and here we've got good go for ball, lightning quick ball, on to the next phase. Welcome back to the Rugby Institute. Today we're diving into one of 3 main policies on ruck support, the man-focused philosophy. It's a brutal, proactive strategy where your support players don't worry about the ball and instead attack the tacklers, also known as barreling, targeting, shotgunning, tackling the tacklers. We're going to break down this philosophy and look at the technique, why and who should use it, and how to integrate it into your breakdown policies. Let's get into it. As a team, it's often a good idea to have policies in place so that your players know what to do to be the most effective in every situation. This policy focuses on the roles of the support players to eliminate the tacklers, attacking the tacklers to generate go forward ball, extremely quick ball, and take players out of the defensive line and affect the fold. Let's have a look at what this technique involves. We're going to use the shotgun policy for this example, where if you could imagine a side-by-side shotgun firing both barrels at the same time, that's what we want our initial contact to look like. So the ball carrier takes the ball up and the 2 support players are literally blowing the tacklers away at the same time. The objective here is to prevent a ruck and present a clean ball for the 9. So how do we coach this? Aim, shoot, kill. Sidebar here, if you're coaching youth or prefer less violent terminology, you can swap it out for something like target, impact, eliminate, or something that goes along with your team's theme. Back into it. Aim, this is lining them up. Here we forget about the ball and just aim for the closest person. Shoot is about timing the hit and getting good contact. The ruck is one of the last areas where we can assert a physical dominance and disrupt the team's confidence around the contact zones. We can have them thinking twice about going for that dominant or choke tackle. And lastly, kill. That's taking them out of the game, putting them on the ground and blocking the fold. For this, there are 4 main stages. Number 1, communication and anticipation. Comms before the ball arrives can make a huge difference. Who's hitting it up? Is there an option for a tip? Who cleans who? If there's no time, then our players must be amazing at anticipating what the body language is of the ball carrier. Does he look like he might pass? Tip option. Has he tucked the ball and is going into contact? Sometimes you can just tell him to take it up. It's the key factor is here we want to be very clear. Number 2 is win the race. Beat the tackler, ideally hit the tackler at the same time he hits the ball carrier. Be before the defense, take out the danger, remove the tackler or possible jackler before they go to ground and blow them out of there. The later we arrive, the harder it can be to be effective and may mean that we have to go into a contest over the ball, which is what we don't want. Winning the race takes out the danger and hopefully eliminates the need to clean out. Number 3, roles of the inside and outside support players. The inside needs to be an option off 9 first. As soon as he knows that ball isn't going to him, his job shifts to automatically attacking that inside tackler. He should be aiming to hit the tackler at the same time. Now, where he needs to hit depends on the situation. If the ball carrier has ducked his head and is driving in nice and low, I like to get him to aim for the hips and drive through past the ruck. Each contact is different, so the main goals are to get rid of that tackler and to create niggle to mess up the defensive line. I don't focus so much on how they do it, only if they were effective. If it's a consistent problem, then we might do some individual work on technique. Some people love hitting hard and high, others go for the arms, others focus on hips. Each player will find his strength and what works best for him. The higher the level, then you may start to want players to use specific techniques. The outside needs to be a tip option first. Hold that defensive line just to gain that extra second. As soon as he sees that he's fixed that defender, he's going in to attack that outside tackler. Generally cleaning high, driving at a 45-degree angle past the ruck, also known as clean the corner, and this is to affect the fold. Video analysis is great here, and I like to ask questions like how did the cleaners help the next phase? Did we create more space? Did we reduce defenders on their feet? Did we gain meters? Did we slow the fold? Did we get LQB, lightning quick ball? Number 4, don't shoot if nothing to kill. General rule is anyone within 1 meter is a target. Everyone else, don't shoot. Here we go to a ball focus policy and get over the ball to protect it. Important cues are double grip, both feet back, chest down, eyes up. Now, who should use this? This technique is generally only used for forwards when they're in their pods of 3. It can be taught to backs, but as it's a high risk, high reward, teams generally keep it more simplistic and keep their backs on a ball focus policy. I have a video coming up soon on that, so hit that subscribe button. So let's have a look at its strengths and weaknesses. Strengths: go forward ball, fast ball when done well. It eliminates defenders, the ruck is over before it starts, and there's a physical impact on the opposition. Weaknesses: there's a window for the ball to be stolen. As we're going past the ball, we need a very fit 9 or a system where support players can play that 9 role. Minimum 2 players cleaning every ruck. Sometimes you'll need to put a third person in just to cover the ball. Roles change depending on field position, support. I'll go into this a little bit later on, and there's little KBA possibilities. That's keeping the ball alive. Ball carrier goes in knowing that they're not there to necessarily make a line break, but to set up good ball for the next play. Now, before I get into a couple of drills, it's important to understand that it's just a policy, not a rule. Sometimes they'll have to clean, they'll arrive late, they won't win the battle. It's important to train for all situations and techniques. One example of the shotgun policy is that it's only used between the 22s and only forwards that are in pods of 3. Everywhere else is a ball focused policy, meaning the only objective is to get over that ball. There's some videos coming soon on this. Another way of using this is you may have a man focused or hybrid policy, but you could call shotgun and then the players know their roles for that next hit up and ruck. There are so many variations, but what's important is that your players understand what to do and work together for the best outcome. Drills. Here's an example of a simple drill about getting to the ball carrier as quickly as possible. I know coaches that really push their players to live and breathe this during training. Doesn't matter what the drill, game, whatever it is, he always gets his players going in and hitting the threat. Even in touch games, he's getting his attackers just to come in and give the defense a nudge. Adaptions of this drill, if I want to make it more realistic, I might go to a 2-phase attack. So there are a variation of who's going to hit it up and some decision making. If I want to reduce impact and focus on the clean, then I have players starting closer together. One example, I have 2 defenders just half a metre away from the attacker, and then 2 support players behind him facing away. And I give a little secret cue to the defence about what type of tackle I want them to do, like a choke tackle or try and get the ball. And then I have coloured cones for the support players so that they're always arriving at different times. So I might say to the defence, try and drive them back, and then I'll say go blue, and the support players have to touch the blue cone before cleaning, and they have to decide what is the best way to do this, most effective, how to get go forward ball, attacking the tacklers, and getting lightning quick ball. Then you can ask them the questions from before about effectiveness. So stay tuned for new videos and drills, and thanks for watching.